Oh my gosh, I hope I'm going live. I tried to just upload, but it said unable to stream. So I don't know what that was about. But anyway, I kind of walked around my house to see if I could get a connection. Oh my gosh. Is this what happens when you turn 70? Well, ladies, viewers, friends, oh my gosh, I just have so much to share with you guys. But wait a minute, I am going to have a drink of the night. So hold on, I'm going to get my glass out of the freezer. Hold on, you guys. Coming. Hold on. I like to put a glass in the freezer. I'm going to pour a glass of my drink of the night. Do I dare? Pinot Grigio, a little bit, because it's Friday night and I'm 70, and I get to. Well, as you know, for those of you who don't know, I am Palm Springs Cindy, going through a life transition, moved, getting a divorce after 43 years of marriage. And I just bought a new home, my own home. And I'm busy decorating. And like my sister said, now it's time for the fun stuff. I feel like the lighting's not that red hot. Cheers, you guys. It's pretty good. I'm put a pillow in this chair so that I would be a little bit higher, but I don't know that I am. Well, first of all, I have to share with you my birthday news. Because you know, I was bummed because I wanted to throw my own birthday party. And I thought, what a great idea to have a birthday party and an open house party combined. But my furniture that has been ordered has not arrived. Now, let me back up a little bit and explain about this furniture business. As you know, I'm working with Kaylee, a decorator. She's wonderful. I highly recommend her. And so she's a friend of our family's. And so she, you know, I've sent her pictures. We've gotten together and talked, so she knows what I'm looking for. She knows the kind of style I want to decorate my house in. But I could not get any furniture. I could not order anything until my house closed escrow because I didn't have the money. I needed the equity from my home to be able to have cash enough to buy new furniture. Because the person who bought my home, bought most of the furniture and everything. So there you go. And I just decided what she didn't purchase, that I was just gonna sell or donate or give it to a consignment store. So I truly have started over. So I'm living with my patio furniture. And the other piece of good news, 2 days ago, I think now, I got a television. The television, the Geek Squad came and plugged in my television. Hallelujah. I've not had a television all month, since October 1st, I think. October 1st or October 2nd. I've been watching television on my iPhone and my computer. Okay, so. No, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the furniture because everybody says, why do you have to go to the furniture store and buy a couch? Well, I've got too much eye makeup on here. When I worked with Kaylee, we decided that she was going to make some furniture for me that fit the proportions of my house. Because the house has a great floor plan, but it's very much of an open space, indoor-outdoor plan. So the furniture really cannot be tall because it will block the view to the outside, and I'll show you that before I hang up. Most of you have seen it. And excuse me, it couldn't be tall, it couldn't be too big. And then I have a tabletop that I want to use for my dining room table. It's beautiful, and so I did want to incorporate, well, that was the only thing. That's the only piece of furniture I'm incorporating. So at any rate, she sort of made a promise that I would not be spending any more having the pieces that I'm having made, custom made for my home, and being able to choose my own fabric. So I'm having a custom couch made, 2 swivel chairs, because it's going to be a conversation group. So the couch and the swivel chairs will face one another, but the swivel chairs, the company will have their back to the television unit. So this way, if they swivel, they can enjoy the conversation with the people on the couch, but also swivel to look at and see what's going on television. And then for a coffee table, I'm having an ottoman made that will be out of my couch fabric, but it's going to be round and it will be tufted and have legs on it. And then she's also having 6 upholstered dining room chairs made. So the swivel chairs, the couch, and the 6 upholstered dining room chairs will all have fabric from the same family, if you know what I mean. And the fabrics should wear well, and they're beautiful, and I picked them out, and I'm so excited for them to arrive. Okay, they will arrive before Thanksgiving. That's all I know. Then I did order a beautiful entertainment center to put my television in, but it's coming from back east. I ordered it from a site called The Classy Home, and I think it's coming from New York. Well, anyway, it's not going to leave New York until November 12th because it was on back order. Now, here's the problem. They don't tell you things are on back order until after you've paid. Then you look at your little inventory, and then it says, oh, this item is on back order. It will take, we can't commit to when it will arrive. Well, so I've canceled a couple orders that's told me that. This particular item I don't want to cancel because it's so beautiful and I'm so excited to get it. So anyway, so that has not arrived. Now, the things I ordered from Restoration Hardware did arrive. My bar stools arrived, my puffy chair arrived, and all of my light fixtures except for one have arrived. And I ordered a little mini chandelier pendant for my guest bathroom, and that one has not arrived and won't arrive because I ordered it, then I canceled the order because it was not going to arrive till like December, and they didn't tell me that up front. And so now tonight I just ordered a different one. So that's that story. And so when I say I'm in a new house without furniture, I mean, I have my patio furniture, but I'm so ready. I'm uncomfortable. Well, anyway, it's going to get better. So, all right, then, so that's why I couldn't throw my own birthday party, because I don't have furniture really. I don't have anything available for people to enjoy moving around and whatnot. So this is what happened. My daughter talked to me, and she said that she was planning with one of my sisters a special day for me for my 70th. Well, so we kind of talked about it. She was like, well, what would you like? When you think of it, what sounds good to you? And so anyway, after a couple conversations, we decided that we were going to have a spa day at a place called, what's the name of it? Glen Ivey. Glen Ivey is near Elsinore, in between Elsinore and Corona, California. One of the reasons we picked Glen Ivey is because it's close to where my mother lives, and we were counting on my mother being part of the group. You could have 6 in a group. It was very, very COVID restricted, but still very, very wonderful. That's what I want to tell you about. So our reservations were from from 10 in the morning until as long as we wanted to be there. I think they close at 6 or something. And we stayed until about 4:35. People are writing in. I bet you guys have heard of or know about Glen Ivey. And actually, years and years ago, when I was in college, my mother was like the head honcho at Glen Ivey. She was like the manager and the whatever and the whatnot, and it was a great job, and it was just as beautiful then as it is now. Well, so actually it's expanded, and I think some company came in and purchased it or whatever. Well, we arrived, and we had to fill out a lot of paperwork before we even got there. So when we did, the rules and the regs about keeping safe. So well, first of all, it is this beautiful property, and it's full of lush greenery, trees, plants, birds of paradise, bougainvillea, just absolutely stunning. Water fountains, little waterfalls, little streams that run in and out. And then they have 2 big pools, but the pools are only like 2.5 feet deep. So they're just sitting pools. And they have I'll explain the day, so then you'll know. So we arrived, and we had a guide. We had like our own personal, I'll say, waiter. It was a gentleman, so a waiter. And he was with our group the entire day. So whenever we wanted something, he was the person we asked for. So he took us to after we were cleared, they took our temperature, we washed our hands, masked, that whole thing. After we were all cleared, we went to our area, and it was this beautiful little grotto area with one of those little tents that you can go inside and change your clothes and be private. And the area had 6 I'm saying a yard chair, but like 6 pool chairs to lay on, a regular round patio table with 6 chairs, and it was surrounded by trees and waterfall, and it was just beautiful. And on each chair there was a plastic bag, and inside the bag was a beautiful, cozy, thirsty robe, and a towel, and some kind of a little package that you would use to keep your cell phone dry. Earphones, I think, earbuds, and maybe that might have been it. So I want to say his name was Ryan. So Ryan came and took, after he saw us get settled and everything, and then he came up and he took our order. He explained the day, and then he said, now I'm going to take drink orders. So he brought us a big ice bucket and little ice waters, and he said, would anybody like a cocktail? Of course, I had a glass of champagne. The other gals, I think, had Bloody Marys. One of my sisters came. My other sister, who is really my sister-in-law, but she's like a sister. Her daughter, Casey, came. My daughter came. I was there, and I think that was it. My mother did not come. She said she just was not up to it. It takes too much out of her. She's 92. She said ixnay on Glen Ivey Day. But we went over there to we got my mom over to my sister's at the end of the day so we could share everything with her and share our pictures and stuff. So then, while we were waiting for our drinks to come, we looked at the lunch menu, because he said, I want you to order your lunch because it will arrive at 12:30, but we need to get the order in. So, and it was a 3-course kind of a deal. So I had like a bruschetta first, and then I had like a couscous. Oh, no. It was like spaghetti, but it wasn't. It was zucchini that had been cut like spaghetti, real thin, with a little marinara sauce and some garlic and Parmesan. It was delicious. Then after that came a little tart. That was it for lunch. It was plenty. It was fine. And then so then we took off. Actually, we had our bathing suits on under our clothing. So all we had to do was like take off our shifts, and then we had our suits on. we got everybody got their suit out, and my niece brought all of us these little scarves. So we tied these scarves in our hair, and we could use them for bandanas or something. They were really cute. And then we all went to the pool, and we just sat down in the pool. And while we were sitting there talking, the sun was on us, it was so wonderful. Trees all around us, very private. While we were in the pool, we were served our drinks. So, so the gals were having their Bloody Marys, I was having my champagne, and we chit-chatted. Well, we were in the pool, in and out of the pool kind of a long time. We'd get out, go, my daughter actually ordered breakfast, so she got out and went to have her breakfast and then came back. And so finally we were ready. We left the pool and we went to the jacuzzi. Oh, I think when we left the pool, it was 12:30. Yes, it was. So we left the pool and we went back to our little area, our little grotto area. And Ryan brought our lunch. And since it was a 3-course lunch, it took kind of a long time, because first course, and then what'd you get? And then second course, third course. And then after lunch, we went to that's when we went to the jacuzzi, big jacuzzi. It was just us. And it was warm, and the sun was on us, and I think it was in the 80s. It was beautiful. So we sat in the jacuzzi and chit-chatted again like crazy. Then after that, we left the jacuzzi because, it gets kind of hot. We went to the mud area. So they have this, evidently, well, because of COVID, it's all designed differently. So they handed us little paper bowls with a big ball, like a tennis-sized ball of mud, clay mud. And so then they had outdoor showers, so you could get your body wet a little bit and then get the clay, and you were supposed to rub it all over your body. Of course, we have our bathing suits on. So, I put on my face, I put it on my arms, put on my legs, and scrubbed so that it got your, it was like an exfoliant. It was hysterical. Then we had to let it dry. Well, when it dries, it turns kind of white or grayish, so we looked like a bunch of zombies. And that was okay. And so after that, we went to we just walked up to the outdoor showers, and we showered off. We got off our mud. Moving back. I'm gonna get some ice. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. There we go. So after the mud, we went back to our little grotto area, and I had a gift. My niece and sister-in-law brought a gift, and we kind of sat there and dried off, and then we took a tour. We walked all around. Well, anyway, it was just the loveliest day, but really the best is even yet to come. So we ended up, it was not cheap. It was $299 for the day. Now, mine was paid for by my daughter. But, when you invite a friend, you've got to think about how pricey that is. And, you don't want to put them on the spot because that was a lot of money. But it was very special. So we dry off. It's getting late. It's 4-ish, 5-ish. And we go back to my sister's house because she had baked a birthday cake for me, a really good cake. It wasn't too sweet. Carrie, it was not too sweet, just like you said. And it was it had chocolate chips in it, but yet it was an orange flavor. It was very good. And so we had a birthday cake and some more champagne or whatever. And my mother was there because my other niece and her daughter, my grandniece, they came, they picked up my mom and brought her over, and then they put this video on. My daughter made, I don't talk about my daughter much because she doesn't want me to, but she's lovely, and she put together like a little documentary on me, and it was all done through interviewing friends of mine. So, and then they had to share a special memory about me. So I could not believe how she found these people, because I mean, one of the gals is one of my very, very dearest friends. We were roommates, we taught together, we went to Europe together when we were in our mid-20s. She now lives in Portland, but she got a hold of her, and that gal gave me, you know, they took videos of themselves talking about a time that they remember something fun about us. And then they sent it to my daughter. Then my daughter put it all together. Anyway, she got my bridge friends. She got just, you know, family members, old teacher friends. I mean to tell you, it was so dear. It was just the most wonderful gift I could have ever received. So Brooke, thank you so much for that. I'll just never get over it. I mean, I was crying, happy tears. My mom was crying, happy tears. It was so, so wonderful. So anyway, then we watched that video and chit-chatted some more, and then everybody left, and I was pooped because I had to get up like at 5 because to drive from Palm Springs, Indio, pick up my daughter, then get to Corona, then get to Glen Ivey. It took hours, over 3 hours. So I had to get up really early. So I was tired. By 9:30, I was ready to lay down. So anyway, you guys, I had a great 70th birthday, and I'm still alive. I'm 70, but I'm still alive. I didn't change. Same old, same old. And okay, with that, cheers to being 70. Oh my goodness gracious. So I do want to share some things that I recently purchased. You're gonna love them. Okay, number one, look at these. How adorable are these? Look at these shoes. Because you know, since I broke my leg, then I broke my knee, I discovered I could walk on heels. These little heels. So I found these on eBay. They were brand new. Oh, look at that. Oh my, I just want to lick it. Look at that. They're J. Renee or something. Anyway, I love those. And you'd be surprised. They go with everything, even though they're pink. Then these are my staple shoes. I mean, I wear these all the time. I've gone through so many pairs of these. Very, very light. They come in black, white, and gold. Don't waste your money. Only get the black. The other ones are not nearly as sharp or as pretty as this rhinestone on the black is really the prettiest combination. They're $29, and I find them, go on Amazon, I think let's see, it says Londons, XY Londons. And you'll love them. You know, they don't last forever, but they last long enough. Then, you know, I had recently had highlights put in, and I thought they were a little bit too blonde. So I thought maybe when I color my roots, I will try to put a little auburn into my highlights. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. I also I had to go to Walgreens to get a bunch of stuff, and I needed new false eyelashes. I've not been wearing false eyelashes. I think I threw them away when I was packing because they were grungy and old. And then be sure and get black glue. You don't want the white glue because it's white. Okay, and I needed more of these, and these were the extra thick. You know, you buy something like this and you think you're never gonna run out. And anyway, I'm out. I have one left and it's in my hair now. So I needed more of these. And I needed more little brushes, like little eye brushes, like this one, and even this one. So I found that this package was less expensive to buy it this way than to just buy one or two little brushes. And I think this was $9, and the other ones that were similar were like $12 or $13. So even though it came in this little package, it was the least expensive. So I like this. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm glad I found some smaller brushes for my eyes. Then I purchased online some more YSL foundation. It has not arrived. I purchased some eyeliner. It has not arrived. Well, this one arrived. This is the black one, and the brand on this is, I can't read it, I don't have my glasses, but look at this tiny little, and look, I'll show you that. Maybe you can read it. What does that say? I don't know. But it's, you know, it's not very big. And this is the second time I've purchased this bronzer. Now this is really a small size. I think the other one I had was bigger, but I think I received it as a free gift. It's from Benefits. I think, oh yeah, it says a mini. But I like this. I have it on now. And I would recommend, it's Hoola and from Benefits, and it's a bronzer. And it comes in this little cardboard case. Then I was watching, because I'm doing my own housework. You'll be very proud of me. I have not hired a gardener. I'm every day, not every day, a couple days now, I've gone in my backyard and I've got about 15 bushes growing against the block wall. And they're growing not just up, but out. So I've clipped all but 5 now. I think I've clipped 10 of them back. And then I've done some research on clipping my bougainvillea. I have what's called mini bougainvilleas. I think are dwarf bougainvilleas. And they're the kind that come up, planted up like this. They don't crawl. They're not a vine. They're more of a plant. And so I want to make sure I take care of those because I love those. So I looked online how to cut those. So as soon as I finish cutting my bushes, I'm going to trim my bougainvillea. I guess you trim 2 to 3 inches, even though you cut off part of the flower, but it cannot flower unless it's been cut. Then it flowers back again, but a hardier flower, evidently. That's my summary. So I have been doing my own yard work. Well, then in the meantime, I've got windows that I need to wash. And I bought a squeegee, and I was watching, I went on YouTube to watch how to professionally wash windows and, get the motions right and all of that. And so what I found is they really recommend plain old vinegar. Vinegar cleans everything. Vinegar is a natural solution. The scent of vinegar will dissipate within minutes. So I'm all about vinegar. And so I bought one of these so I can fill this with vinegar and use it for my mirrors and for my windows. So that is. I have not washed my windows yet, but I'm going to. They're not quite ready. And so, and when I do, I'll do so many at a time. Because I'm going to try not to hire a window washer. Before I hired everybody to do everything for me. But I really have to watch my income now that I'm on my own. And, I'm not complaining. I have a good retirement. But I now have a mortgage. So, my mortgage, and I'm not sharing my utility bills anymore. So I don't really, well, I do know because of course I've penciled it out 100 times. The affordability of everything and the approximation of my billage. I should be able to afford it. So anyway, I think that's about all I have for you guys. My television came. I bought a little table at Home Goods to put it on. I'll show you guys to put it on, and then I'll put the table from Home Goods in my guest bedroom when my entertainment center comes. So okay, I'm gonna switch you. That's the view I've been looking at. That is my I'll say my invisible door. You can see how I've got it pulled. I can't find how I've opened the door all the way to the right, my right. And you can see some of the lights out in my backyard. And you can see my patio furniture. See, there's my table. Here's my little coffee station. And then this is my patio table that will eventually go outside. This is my other patio furniture, which will go outside. And these are my new bar stools, which you've already seen from Restoration Hardware. And the other one is sitting there where I was sitting. So those are pretty. And then this is a station command center one here, because you can see I've got my bills, my paperwork, my codes, my phone numbers, and so that's kind of messy. I don't know if you can see outside, but look, it's just so gorgeous. There's, that's another entrance. And then this whole yard is mine, of course. And then eventually the patio furniture will be out here. This is what it looks like from the back. Let me get back here. And I'm having this next week now. Next week, I'm having my lighting put up. All my lighting has arrived, and there's my TV. It's a Samsung, and the table that it's sitting on right now. But you guys, I have a television. I'm so jazzed. And that's my kitchen. And then this little messy area over here where I've been sitting. And all my junks here that I've been showing you. And then that's my view. So I am going to say goodbye. Hope that stays in there. I'm going to say goodbye. P.S. I love you. Mwah. Thanks for being my friend. Thank you for being with me on a Friday night. It was just, the house was so quiet, and I thought, this is the time I need to make a video because I need to touch base with my gal pals on YouTube. And I'm going to pour a glass of wine, and I'm going to share some of the new things I've purchased and tell them about my birthday. And that's what I've done. So have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.